Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the Civil Society
Toolbox.
Also the idea of the toolbox appeared in 2015 already, together with two great and dear colleagues in Turkey. There were two directions we thought we should go. One direction is to think, what does civil society organizations need in times of pressure, in times of uncertainty, in times of difficulties? And the other direction was to think about what is a new way of doing that, not taking the old school tools and methods from the business world, but developing horizontal approaches where collective intelligence is needed and required. That was the starting point. And here we started in Turkey with a need assessment with civil society organization, a very big meeting which was very inspirational, and started to work on the first tools for the toolbox.
We started in 2017 in Turkey and then furthered the project with a phase in Greece with a lot of organizations designing new paths and spreading and building community, and then 18, 19 into testing more and widening.
We really wanted to build on the knowledge that had been gained through the difficult years that we passed, which is known as the Greek crisis. We knew that phenomenal practices had been co-created through the adversity that people had received. So what we did was we reached out to a wide range of organizations in civil society, either developing and training and building capacity in people, or actually doing work on the sharp end with people in need.
There's been about 100 organizations involved, 65 from Turkey, 35 from Greece, and they're from all kinds of different backgrounds. Some are grassroots, some are small initiatives, some are bigger NGOs, universities.
We really wanted to bring the whole range of these organizations together, and that's what we did. We brought them together not only to meet each other, but to actually become a co-creative group that developed the tools, that brought their knowledge, and that literally really co-created them.
Throughout the years, it became clear that this is growing into a bigger international partnership, which will now also continue as a self-organized group, because we realized we need these different tools in the different countries. And we're now a partnership of 6 partners in 5 countries, in Greece, in Turkey, in Russia, in Ukraine, in Tunisia, and in Germany.
13.
Vision and mission.
Strategy,
internal communications and decisions,
roles and responsibilities,
Risk and resilience,
working with volunteers, working with funders,
community engagement,
financial model,
crowdfunding,
collective impact,
knowledge and learnings,
evaluative learning.
Each team determines their development priority with the first exercise of the toolbox. If they don't want to go that way, they can choose a subject or an issue that they're interested in and just start working.
The toolbox has been mainly created for teams, but it can also be used from individuals.
Even if you're alone, you can just browse through the method cards, the background papers, and the worksheets, and you can find the method that you want.
The toolbox is designed as a board game because we all can have memories of sitting around a board game as children and playing and having fun. But there was something else that was going on when we sit around a board game, and that is actually we build community. We build more mutual understanding. We can collaborate better together. It allows us to not just be clever individually, but to be collectively intelligent. And the board game and the toolbox is all for that purpose, is for people to get intelligent together.
A lot of people don't get so excited when they talk about structures and processes. So we needed a little bit of this gamification to make it easier and maybe a bit more fun to think about how you structure your work. I think most people are really excited about their projects, about the impact they do out there, and what's inside gets lost a little bit. So the idea was to make it a bit more easy and more fun.
The cards and the little figures. For us, it was very important to create a space for interaction. And games and figures and cards and something tangible and physical, touchable is something real where you can start interaction, start to communicate and start to create a space where something new can emerge.
Organization development claims to be there for all kinds of organizations, business or civil society or public, and the one that we did, the Toolbox, is focusing on civil society organizations that have a pretty special way of developing and being developed. For many processes, people engage consultants and engage external help. And the one that the Toolbox we designed the idea was to bring people something that they don't need an external consultant, but that they can actually do themselves.
If a team doesn't feel ready to start working on their own, they can definitely get some help and support from one of the members of this international team.
They sit together, they take this box or they take the materials and they start a process, and they have guidance from these tools.
You get the box and you get the basic ingredients, and then you and your team are the ones who will create, let's say, the tool from scratch and use it for the good of the team and the organization.
4 languages: English, Greek, Turkish and French.
And 3 are on the way: Arabic, Russian, and Ukrainian.